Tonight's broadcast is about to begin. Thank you for joining us on Cedar Creek Media.
This is J.D. Bird. You are listening to Mabank Sports here on Cedar Creek Media.
It's showtime!
And hello, everybody. Welcome into another Mabank Sports broadcast. This is Taylor Honey.
And J.D. Bird.
And we are Cedar Creek Media, and we are excited to have you here again with us tonight. We have got the Lindale Lady Eagles in town, J.D., and they are a tough opponent here in the gymnasium tonight. But, of course, as it always goes, as soon as I start talking, it is time for the national anthem. So let's give away to the national anthem. We'll be right back. All right, well, never a bad time to stop for the greatest song ever written, of course. But, you know, I do have a tendency to always start right when the national anthem is about to start. But, yeah, JD, so they're going to be announcing the starting lineups here. You'll see those going across your screen, but we are running a little bit low on time. So I do want to just kind of mention a little bit of what's going on. And to be quite frank with you, the uphill battle that the Lady Panthers are going to have to fight tonight, this is a very formidable team, JD. This is actually the number 11 team in 4A for volleyball. So this is definitely stiff competition. They're 29-7 so far on the year. Their last 5, they are 5-0 and have not dropped a set. They've picked up wins over Van, Wills Point, Brownsboro, Athens, and Canton. And don't forget, Canton not last week, but the week before, also beat you in straight sets. So here's the good thing and the bad thing. Of course, this is going to be a game where you have to play your absolute best, have to be right on those P's and Q's. But at the same time, you can win. If you come out, you win this game, you can really put yourself on a checklist of some of the best teams around here in this area, because you are going against one of the best, so you can knock them off. You've definitely got that argument.
Oh, absolutely. You know, they're going to have to show up and show out tonight, play some of their best volleyball that we've been able to see them play. We've seen highlights of greatness all year long when coming to watch them. If they're able to put it all together, you know, who's to say how well they can actually do here tonight?
Absolutely. And right now, as the way it sits, we're in the playoffs. Now, of course, there's still a lot of volleyball to go here. But right now, this Lindale team is sitting on top of the district, 4-0 within district play, 29-7 overall. Right after them, you've got Van 4-1 in district, 22-10 all overall. Then you've got Canton, 3-2 in district, 17-17 overall. Then you've got the Lady Panthers at 2-2, 12-13 overall. Brownsboro at 1-3 in district, 13-17 overall. Athens at 1-3, 8-15 overall. And then Kemp, who you just knocked out on Tuesday, or excuse me, last Tuesday, excuse me. No, No?
Yeah, last Tuesday.
Well, it was last Tuesday. I'm going for, yeah, because they had the bye on Friday. Excuse me. Yeah, so last Tuesday, which was your last game, you take out Kemp. They are now 0-4 and 0-13 through the season. So, as I said, still right in the thick of things. Brownsboro and Athens kind of looking right behind you, both at 1-3, you at 2-2. But again, I'd rather be in the driver's seat in that situation than playing from behind. So, again, tonight going to be a test, but you can definitely mark your X on the map if you would. So, let's see, they are finishing up the introductions here. Finishing up, of course, with Miss Callie Davis. We'll go ahead and set the rosters here for you if you couldn't hear them before. So, number 1, Madison Roberts. Number 2, Callie Smith. Number 3, Kendall Woods. Number 4, Lindsay Cope. Number 5, Jewel Hager. Number 6, Alexis Hall. Number 7, Avery Henderson. Number 8, Kai Hudson. Number 10, Kylan Wilkinson. Number 11, Grace Kilgore. Number 14, Journey Jakeway. And number 15, Callie Davis. Now, another thing of note, I guess I should have I failed to mention until now, of course, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and you can see both teams showing their support here tonight. Of course, Mabank, everybody but libero, Miss Wilkinson, wearing pink jerseys, and then over on the other side, on the Lindale side, they're all in their black jerseys, except for their libero, who is in that pink jersey. So, always kind of nice to see. You know, when we were, well, I'm about 10 years older than you, so maybe not quite when we were growing up. When I was growing up, pink was still not quite considered a boy. You know, boys couldn't wear pink. I'm glad pink has made a run here, because there's just nothing wrong with it, you know?
Nothing at all.
All right, well, here, let me get I'm going to say we'll give you the starters, but let me get the starters on this other side here. 7:50.
Now, I don't know how accurate our Lindale roster is, as they have number 0 as their libero, but she's not on our roster. So
that is true. That is true. And, you know, unfortunately, and as Lindale starts it off here with a nice serve, and Kai Hudson going to pick up the first point of the game. And again, coaches, I've said it before, we've talked about it before, coaches live a insane life. They are going 24 always. Did get with them, unfortunately did not get the roster emailed over to me today, so this is just the roster off of Max Prep. So it probably is not correct, but I needed to have something. So do apologize about that for anybody that is logged in over there in Lindale. This team's going to bounce it around, and man, that is quite a kill there from the right hand of the Lindale player. I have it here as Addison Ridge. Do hope that is correct. It's going to be her going right over to the service line as well. Some heat off of those serves. Hudson again going to try and bump one over across. Lindale going to play it out okay. Ball goes into the net. Mabank's rebuttal can go a little far there. I believe that was Kai Hudson, just a little strong on her return. So 2-1, Lindale taking the early lead. Another dart of a serve here. Hudson sends it over across the line. Lindale sets up. Big right hand, going to go down. Again, if these rosters are correct, that is Ella Hutchins with the monster right hand. Right back to the line. Ooh, that one was hard to handle. Good job by Mabank just to get it across. Wilkinson going to dig one out here. A little patty cake going on at the net. Nobody able to really hit it hard, but going back and forth between. Miss hit here for Lindale. Going to set up another chance, though. Fumbles around the net, ends up getting across. Cope sending one back through. We got us a rally going here.
There.
Yeah. Hudson's shot's blocked, but I believe that was Roberts right there to collect it. There's another big shot, going to be tipped. Mabank going to have to get it across here. And excellently done there.
One down.
Right at the feet. Okay, so do apologize, folks. We're trying to get our delay set up here.
Good shot right there by Kai Hudson.
Keep it going, JD. I just noticed I made it even worse by trying to fix it a minute ago, and I was so consumed, I apologize. So.
And as Hudson now head back to the service line. Lindale trying to respond, and they do. That's number 12, Ella Hutchins once again. Okay.
I'm going to try and fix this. So JD's going to take over here for a minute, y'all. It's driving me nuts.
Now for Lindale, number 3, we have it down as Miss Emery Schmidt back there on the service line. Her serve is over. Cope going to send it back across. Great shot right there. Ah, that's not Cope. That is number 7, Avery Henderson, with the kill that time. As now she will head back to the service line. 4-5. Lindale still on top by a point here in this one. Henderson's serve. Attempt blocked by a combination of Roberts and Woods right there. So Henderson back to the service line again. Things all tied up here now. Lindale coming in with a hard shot from the back line. Number 7, Addison Ridge, able to find the court on that one. Now number 4, Callie Schmidt, will go back to the service line for him. Roberts with the kill attempt. Nothing there. Whistle blown by the ref. Looks like a 2-touch right there called against Lindale. So Callie Smith to go back to the service line for Mabank. 6-6 all tied up here in this one. Nice shot right there from the tall lady, number 11, Brooke Gissel. Has her first point in this one. As Lindale will once again take the lead. Their libero, of course. Again, we don't have her name on our roster. Back there to serve. Cope trying to send it across. It's blocked by Lindale, so they'll have it again. She does send it this time. Lindale able to get it back across. And right there, Woods just has to send it over. Kill attempt blocked by Mabank. They'll have a chance to set it up here. Woods just decides to send it back. A little bit of a long volley here on this one, as both teams doing a good job keeping it alive. Shot right there, just a little bit too much there from Lindale. Number 7, Addison Ridge there on that kill attempt. A little too far on her. Mabank ends up pinning up the point. Now number 10, Wilkinson, gonna head back to the service line. And good serve, trying to send it across. Nice block attempt, but not quite strong enough with it. It ends up falling on the side of Mabank. Lindale picking up the point. Now number 8, Macy Luster, back into the game, headed to the service line. Roberts trying to set up Hudson. Decides to just go with one of those little shove shots. Copes just got to send it across. Lindale going to try to set something up here. Nice attempt, able to be corralled by Mabank. Long volley here again. As right there, number 12, Ella Hitchens going to pick up a kill once again off the hands of Wilkinson. So now number 8, Macy Luster, goes to the service line once again. 7-9, Lindale on top in this one right now. Smith unable to handle that serve. So Luster again back to the line. 10-7, Lindale on top here at the moment. Mabank trying to get things back together. Cope has a nicely placed shot there. Able to be picked up by Lindale. And it looks like offsides right there called on Roberts. So point again to Lindale. They've gone on a nice little run here in the last couple of minutes. 11-7, Lindale leads it over the Lady Panthers as Mabank decides to take a little time out here.
Well, JD, I think I got it fixed, so appreciate you hanging out there and getting that all taken care of. But tell you what, while they take a short break, let's take a real short one with them. We'll be right back here.
Kylie with Double K Photography will help you never forget all those special occasions, wedding and maternity photos, as well as family and senior portraits, just to name a few. Kylie can transform your wildest dreams into reality with pricing options available to fit every budget. And parents, don't forget that homecoming is September 20th, so book with Double K today before spots run out. Contact Kylie by email to book today at hello@doubleKphotography.studio or online at www.doubleKphotography.studio, where you can also see samples from Kylie's previous works and client testimonials.
All right, back here to it. Again, appreciate Mr. JD for being a consummate professional and helping me out. I could try and get us synced up a little bit better. Our software, you got to do it manually, so you got to just sit there and play with it till you get it to work out. Lindale going to pick up another point here as Mabank not going to be able to get it over across the net. Will now make it a 13-7 lead. And again, going to be Macy Luster back to do some serving here. Hudson going to try and send it across. Believe it was into the net and had a little bit of help from a couple of Lady Eagles there. Falls down to the ground. You know, I was looking back through. Oh, excuse me. I
it looks like
something.
On that one, it looks like it had fallen on the side of Lindale there and went back under the net. So Mabank ended up picking up a point. Unfortunately, on the serve there, Madison Roberts sends it a little bit too far. So back into the hands of Lindale.
There we go. Thank you. See, I should have just let the guy who's had it straight the whole time keep going. I apologize. And there's going to be another violation, going to be a two-touch, this time called on Mabank. What I was going to say is I had a chance to look through a few stats. Unfortunately, I didn't write them down. I don't know why I didn't, but, you know, Kai Hudson leads this team in pretty much every category, so need her to continue to be a big factor in this one here tonight. Here's Cope. Sends it over to where Roberts can get it across the net. Good job there. Man, my goodness, when Alyssa Potts gets up in the air, it is not too easy for the opposition. She has got a cannon.
Yeah, right there on that front line. Number 12, Ella Hutchins, and number 15, Alyssa Potts. Doing work right now here in the early going.
Wilkinson doing a good job of handling these hot shots. Great job there, powering it through for Mabank, picking up a point here, and that will send Cope to the service line. 9 to 16. Mabank trying to fight back in here in the first set. Big smash going to be blocked and last touched by a Lady Eagle. So now 10 serving 16, still Cope at the line. Lindale with the setup. Shot is placed just about perfectly there by Reagan Hope. No. I'm going to say, look, you see, we said that earlier. There's 2 number 5s on this team. They have Miss Hope listed at 5'2". I can tell you that young lady is not 5'2", so I'm going to use my deductive reasoning skills, say that is Jordan Wiesner. Some kind of crap is going on over here, JD. Not sure what it is. Let's scoot those away from each other. Oh, yeah, wasn't it last time? Wasn't it the computer? There we go. I think that helped it. All right. Switching technologies always makes things a little more difficult. There we go. That's sounding better over there. Appreciate you. All right, Lindale, another kill opportunity. Oh, good effort there by the Lady Panthers. Just not quite able to make it happen. Believe it or not, I moved my mouse. Now I don't hear it. I think it was the mount. Nope. Still there. I'm not sure what's going on there. We've definitely got something. There we go.
Right there, timeout called by Mabank. They're going to need some time to talk it over. Trying to figure out a way to get back into this one.
Yeah, and all right, so again, apologies. Had a little technical difficulties. Now I feel like I can actually get my head around what's going on here. So this is exactly what we were talking about at the beginning of the game. This is a high-powered team, 29-7, as we said. They are leading district so far. So you've played a pretty decent game so far, but unfortunately Lindale been able to capitalize on whatever mistakes you have made. And that's mostly a positioning type thing. It seems like as soon as Mabank does any kind of gets out of position whatsoever, Lindale is able to take advantage of that. So just got to clean up the rotation a little bit, but you're not out of this thing. 19 to 10. You still got time to come back here in this first set. Hudson trying to get them point started out quickly here out of the timeout. Lindale able to defend. Now back in Lindale's hands. Little pogo action going on here at the net. Ends up in the hands of Lindale. Big shot. Dug out by Mabank. Back and forth. We've seen this so much from this Mabank team. They get into these big rallies. They get going, and then something. It's just the one little breakdown. That's exactly what happens there. Is Lindale able to take another point. So now 20 to 10. And this is going to be Potts serving. Serve going to be too strong, end up out of bounds. So Lindale not able to take too much advantage of having possession of the ball, and that will send Hudson now to the service line. Shot. Dug out here by Lindale. Set and kill. That is Hutchins on the kill.
Yeah, so far Hutchins in this one has just been imposing her will up front.
Yeah, and she is by far the top, well, I shouldn't say by far, but she is definitely one of the tallest ladies out here, and she has got some athleticism. When she jumps up, she seems to be about 10 feet up in the air. Kind of hard to get from that angle,
Absolutely.
So Lindale going to hit one out, though. Help out the Lady Panther cause just a little bit. It's going to send Miss Henderson back to the service line. The lefty hits one over. Set and kill. That is number 11, Brooke Gessel. So 3 points away from from finishing this first set here are the Lady Eagles, and this is number 4, Callie Schmidt. Nice soft shot here by the Lady Panthers. Almost catches Lindale off guard. Throws them off their rhythm at least, though, and as they hit one out of bounds. Clawing back in here, 22-13. This is going to be Callie Smith on the service line. Set. And kill. Ooh, just a little miscommunication there. That was number 14, Kiersan Sanders. Hit it between a couple of Lady Panthers. And Mabank going to pick up a quick point here.
Yeah, nice job right there by Kendall Woods going up, finding the soft spot in that defense, getting it down.
Yeah, Lindale, again, having trouble holding on to possession here, so it's not their serving, really. It's been all about the setting and kill shots for Lindale. Nice job there by the Lady Eagles just to get one across the line. Little bouncing back and forth, big wind. Oh, put it in a perfect spot there, does Addison Ridge. I believe that was Cope trying to make a play on the ball, just couldn't quite get there.
As the Lady Eagles now at match point.
Close to a lift, but no call. And, ooh, nice block there. Lindale going to have another chance to send it across. Good job, good concentration by the Lady Eagles. Again, Mabank almost able to squeak one through. Good defense here by both of these teams. Oh, you know, Lindsey Cope doesn't make many mistakes. Unfortunately, that one is going to end the set. So, Lindale going to take it 1-0. Here again at Panther Gymnasium. Again, Taylor Honey.
And J.D. Bird.
We are Cedar Creek Media. We do appreciate it. Sorry that things were a little hectic here at the beginning. Do appreciate you, J.D., trying to get that or keeping us on track here as I got us all set up. But let's go ahead and take a short break. We will be back here with the second set right after this here on Cedar Creek Media on the Mabank Athletic YouTube page.
Parks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, provides customer service-driven experience that counts. They offer erosion control services such as rock filter dams and retaining walls, soil stabilization services like hydro seeding and sodding, as well as construction services such as land clearing and subdivision maintenance. Call Parks Environmental Services, the erosion control specialist, at 214-693-8056. And for any forestry mulching needs, call Right-of-Way Land Clearing at the same number. Again, that's 214-693-8056. Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
And back here to it. Again, do appreciate everybody hanging out here with us tonight on a Tuesday night. This is not the last broadcast of the week, of course. We'll also be here on Friday night for a little volleyball action and before taking off over to watch the Panthers take on newcomer into the district. Well, of course, it's a new district every 2 years, but somebody had dropped down into the 4A ranks. It is the Longview Pine Tree Pirates, who previously were a 5A2 school, dropped down to the 4A1 ranks over this last reclassification period. So, haven't seen them before. It's going to be a totally new opponent. Got a pretty strong team over there, so will definitely be one to kick it on, and we hope you'll kick it on with us and kick it with us on Friday night. All right, so Mabank going to start off the second set. This is going to be Roberts. Lindale starting off strong here. I believe that was number 15, Alyssa Potts.
Number 7 is Ridge.
Oh, well, I just saw somebody go flying, and you know, JD, you got to handle that angle for me because I can't see it.
Yeah, that's like all 3 of those starters for Lindale on that front line. They're able to get up there, and they have some power on those kills. So it was a problem for them there in the first set, and you know, let's hope it's not a problem here in this one.
Right. Well, Mabank evens it up here, 1-1. Going to send Cope now to the service line. And, ooh, good. Oh, nice save there. As Roberts able to get it across the net after the little dive. Unfortunately for not, as Lindale scores on their next possession there. So again, Mabank playing some really strong defense here tonight, but Lindale seems they were able to take advantage of that one small little crack. If there's ever a crack, they can take advantage. I just wonder if it's just our headsets. It's driving me nuts, though. All right. Oh, nicely done here. That is Callie Smith rising up with the right hand. Doesn't have quite the vertical as a couple of these Lady Eagles, but it doesn't matter. She is able to make it work out for her, and that will send her teammate, Miss Kai Hudson, back to the service line. I think that might be it finally. All right, there we go. I think we might be living life now. Okay. So Hudson able to pick up a point on her last serve, back again. Good strong serve that time. Had a little bit of a right to left motion as well, but Lindale able to spoil it with a nice return. Evens this thing up at 3-3. Again, Lindale sitting on top right now, 1-0. And that will send Jessie Chandler serve, freshman on this team as well. Ends up going out of bounds, and we'll send Henderson now to the service line. I may be wrong on this, but I feel like she is the one lefty on this team. I know she's the only left-handed server. It's a good serve on that. And an immediate kill. That is the young lady, number 11, Brooke Gessel. Sophomore, a couple of more years of training for her, and she's going to be a handful as well. She's actually probably the tallest. Once I was saying that earlier about Miss Potts, that she was probably the tallest, then I saw Miss Gessel stand up off of the chairs over there. So she is probably actually the tallest person for this Lindale team. So seems like she may still be learning the game a little bit. Obviously, she knows what she's doing, but just the rotations and everything of her team, looks like she may still be learning a bit, but she is definitely going to be a force as she continues to grow her skills. So now Lindale on top 5-4, serving. Well, served already over. And good job by Mabank here to get it across the line. There's a block, but not going to be enough as it breaks through. The Addison Ridge again. Schmidt back to the service line. Seemed like it might have gone a little long, but Hudson keeps it in. Big shot. They're going to say it lands in. Perfectly done there by Miss Kendall Woods. Good kill shot. will give Mabank back possession of the ball here on the service line and send Callie Smith. Strong serve, a little mishit by Lindale, but do a pretty good job of capitalizing nonetheless. Henderson with the bump, Cope with the hit. And see, there was a violation called saying 4-touch.
I am not exactly sure on that one.
They held up 4, but now discussion going on here between the official and Miss Ridge. Now the side official going to come over and talk with the head guy. So it seems like there's potential for a change here.
Looks like no change, just a confirmation made between the two.
All right, so yeah, they stick with the call. 4-touch by Lindale. So evens this thing up at 6-6. And midcourt. Oh, they said it hit the ground. It looked like it might have been a really good dig there for Kai Hudson. They say touch the ground first. That will be a Lindale point. That will send the libero, number 0, into service. A little teardrop shot works out. So we see a lot of powerful shots, JD. We don't see a lot of short loopers, at least from the service line. She's got one that seems to work for her.
Yeah, that one was just a nice touch on the ball, and it seemed almost like a knuckleball.
Teardrop.
Kind of just went down there.
She's going to get 2 in a row as Mabank once again unable to handle it. And they're really hitting right at about the midpoint. So they're really in no ladies land. This time going to turn up the heat. Hudson able to dig it out though. Cope going to send a return shot. Lindale digs that out. And little fight going on for the ball. Didn't quite, they're going to say a 2-touch. So 2-touch called on Mabank. Lindale going on a little bit of a run here, and Coach Martin doesn't like what she's seeing, so she's going to go ahead and take a timeout here. Reset with her Lady Panthers. So let's take a look at the schedule here coming up for your Mabank Lady Panthers. Of course, playing Lindale tonight. On Friday, we will have the Brownsboro Lady Bears, and that will also be here on Mabank Athletics YouTube, presented by Cedar Creek Media and Mabank ISD. So 4:30 start for the Mabank Lady Panthers and Brownsboro Lady Bears. And next week, the Lady Panthers will start next Tuesday hosting the Athens Hornets, and then on Friday we'll be on the road versus the Van Lady Vandals. So that is your next few games coming up here for your Lady Panthers. After this, Lindale will be taking on Kemp on Friday before taking on Van and Brownsboro next week. All right, so again here, number 0 for Lindale on the serve. Again, it's a knuckleball. This time, Mabank going to send it back across. Here's the bump and kill shot for Lindale. He's going to fly out. And Kylan Wilkinson going to come back into the ball game here. We'll be going straight to the service line. Serve into the net. One travel, had a lot of right to left travel on that one. JD had a curve ball, kind of. I think it curved a little too much and curved into the net. Lindale makes a couple of substitutions, bringing number 9 and number 2. So Falby and Chandler out of the game, bringing Luster and Schmidt back into the ball. No, excuse me, Luster and Schmidt back into the ball game. 2 different Schmidts, and I thought I was crazy there, but I am not. Got Madison Roberts back on the service line. She has been pretty consistent all year from back at the service. Jump serve with some heat. Going to be handled by Lindale. Sent across there by Hutchins. That time didn't even have to elevate. She kind of went up with the little, I don't know, the water fountain pose. Is that what you would call it? The one-footed high hand.
Just reaching up high on that one.
The Kareem hook shot, but volleyball edition.
There you go.
Roberts with the bump. Henderson tries to send one across. Have to play it out of the net. Good job by Roberts to get it back across. Ooh, hard shot. Wilkinson digs out. But ends up out of bounds. Some discussion going on here. Roberts wanting a little clarification from the up official. Here is Ridge. Wilkinson, the dig. Nice little cheeky move there by Roberts. Just kind of send it back behind her head. Ends up getting Lindale in a violation. Picking up a point for Mabank. So 9-13. Again, Lindale on top, 1-0 so far. Best 3 out of 5. Perfectly placed serve, but Lindale going to be able to dig it out. That was a nice play by the Lady Eagles. And good effort there by Callie Smith, charging the ball and trying to put some mustard on it. Unfortunately, mistimes her hit. It ends with a ends with the point for Lindale. Was marked incorrectly on the board here. Hudson's shot blocked. She's able to keep it in play, get it across. Now Lindale with the return chance. Back and forth here, getting a bit of a rally going. Good dig by Roberts. Hudson sends it across. Big smash for Lindale again. Mabank able to dig it out. Nice play. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Again, Roberts with a nice dig. Couple in this rally here. Can't tell me they don't want this one. Oh
man.
Hit it at Cope. Cope just wasn't quite ready for it. It ends up on the ground, but my goodness.
That
what
was
a spirited rally.
That was a rally for sure.
You know, sometimes as a broadcaster, especially, I've never broadcasted, you know, this is our first year doing volleyball. First year anybody's really doing volleyball around here in the area. And I still get myself, I catch myself getting like caught up in the moment sometimes, you know, here as Mabank is able to kill another point. But I get fanboying over here. I get to where I'm just watching what's happening and don't even realize what words are coming out of my mouth. It's such a beautiful game. Don't know why I didn't spend more time covering and doing this in previous media stops. That was a big smash there by Lindale. I didn't quite see it, but I did see the steam coming off the ball.
Hutchins once again.
My goodness.
She's up to 10 kills on the night so far between the two sets.
Let's see, so 16-10, Lindale still on top. Roberts sets, Henderson. Oh. Official having a little thought process, decides that was a Mabank point. So now Avery Henderson, again, going to be going back to the service line. Lefty connects. Lindale kind of in a weird position, not able to get it across cleanly. So Mabank clawing back here, 16-12. And Avery Henderson has looked really good on the service line so far tonight. Another strong serve. Oof. Number 5 there, Reagan Hope. Or no, excuse me, Jordan Wesner. Just going to mark out Reagan so I remember here. Because, again, she is not 5'2", so I'm using process of elimination on the 2 number 5s listed on the Max Preps roster. We'll send Callie Schmidt to the service line. Henderson with the bump. Smith with the hit. Played out of the net here by Mabank. Somebody having a little discussion who's going to send it across. And violation going to be called. Let's see, 2-touch by Lindale. Now Callie Smith back to the service line. And Cope going to try her hand. It's going to be just a little too much. So it's a good job there of digging out the Lindale kill shot, but just a little too much on the return service there. We'll give back Lindale possession here, and it will put number 0 back on the service line. Again, kind of that teardrop style service we've seen from her. This time puts a little more heat on it. Oh, it was a good job there by Kendall Wood. She hit, her shot was blocked. She stayed with it, put it in the pathway there of Madison Roberts, and Roberts, or was that Cope? Excuse me.
No, that was Roberts.
Okay, it was Roberts. So it was Roberts powering it home for the point. As Wilkinson serves, and the return by Lindale just a little too strong, ends up out of bounds. They say tipped and touched. That's another thing is that, we're not – I've got the cameras synced up now. We're doing okay. Sometimes you just get a little – the ball gets moving so fast. It's kind of like basketball in the sense that sometimes you're feeling like you're a little behind what's going on when you're talking about it. So here is a smash by Hudson, going to be dug out by Lindale. Good job. Ridge finds a soft spot and puts down another point. So Addison Ridge been another effective scorer. Had several effective scores for Lindale tonight. 20-14 now. And it will be the lady who started it all, Miss Macy Luster, back on the service line. Strong shot going to be dug out here. Hudson going to have to hit from about midway. It was a good job there. They're going to say Lindale 2-touched the ball. Yeah. Look, I've got a green shirt on and everything, but I think that one might have been wrong. Anyway, Lindale going to go back to work here, and that was nicely done. That is Miss Hutchins again, placing it just about in the perfect spot. It was a great effort by Mabank trying to keep the ball in play, but just a little too much.
Yeah, right there on that last one, Hutchins had got called for that 2-touch that, we kind of disagreed with. But right there, I'd say she got it back. So,
yes, sir. Well, I'll tell you what, JD, while they're taking a short break, let's take one with them. We'll be right back. Hey Mom and Dad, what's one of the most overlooked safety features in a car? Everyone checks for seatbelts, turn signals, and airbags, but when's the last time you checked your son or daughter's tire tread? K&S Tires and 7 Points cares about your family's automotive safety and offers a full line of quality tires installed by a team of experts to help give you peace of mind as your loved ones drive to work, school, or run errands around town. Stop by K&S Tire today, just south of the light in 7 Points, and let them help keep your family safe on the roadways all year long. K&S Tires, great tires at wholesale prices. All right, back to it here. Cedar Creek Media, hosted by the Mabank Athletics page. As Mabank going to do a good job of digging it out of the net. I believe they're going to get him for a 4-touch here. They do. So 4-touch by Mabank. We'll put Lindale 3 points away from capturing the set here. But again, do like to see the effort by Mabank there, staying with the ball. Never hit the ground, just unfortunately too many touches. Strong serve by Lindale and a return here by Hudson with the left hand. It was a good job, but Lindale able to get something going with it here. A little back and forth. Nice job there. Getting it across. Big shot is good there for Wiesner. Now 2 points away are the Lady Eagles from going up 2-0 here. We do have into the ball game for the first time tonight for the Lady Panthers, number 11, Grace Kilgore. Wilkinson with the dig out here, and that is Henderson trying to get it across the net, but going to be blocked, I do believe. So set point now here for the Lindale Lady Eagles. And it is going to be Miss Ridge, who's had herself quite the game so far at the service line. Wilkinson digs out. Roberts sets. Hudson smash. They're going to say tipped. So Kai Hudson keeps the Lady Panthers in this set here. And we'll send Miss Lindsay Cope to the service line. Kilgore out of the ball game. Roberts back in. Or excuse me, Smith back in. Here is a hit into the net for Lindale. So Mabank on a little bit of a run here, a little three-point swinger. Cope again. Sets here and hits. And nicely done there. It was kind of one of those accidentally worked out things, but ends up as a point for Lindale either way. So 2-0 now. Lindale on top here on the Mabank Gymnasium. So again, this is one of the better teams in the 4A district, so you know this is going to be an uphill fight, but do like to see the continued battling here by your Lady Panthers. Haven't given up on any points. You can see that they're still very much in this. You can see that they've got a little bit of anger in their eyes by the way this one's going so far tonight. I think we've still got some pretty good volleyball set in store here for us, JD.
Absolutely, I'd have to agree with that.
Let me see here. Add here. All right. All right, we'll tell you what, JD. Let's. Sorry, but again, this is what second or third time we've used the system, so we're still working on a couple of things, trying to get things figured out and figured up. So we do appreciate y'all staying here, hanging out with us, hoping to have this. Right now, I'm going through some good experimenting. So let's put it this way. Hopefully, by Friday, we'll have this all working just absolutely perfect. But let's go ahead and take a short visit from our sponsors, and we'll be right back here on Cedar Creek Media.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Hey Mom and Dad, what's one of the most overlooked safety features in a car? Everyone checks for seatbelts, turn signals, and airbags, but when's the last time you checked your son or daughter's tire tread? K&S Tires and 7 Points cares about your family's automotive safety and offers a full line of quality tires installed by a team of experts to help give you peace of mind as your loved ones drive to work, school, or run errands around town. Stop by K&S Tire today, just south of the light in 7 Points, and let them help keep your family safe on the roadways all year long. K&S Tires, great tires at wholesale prices.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line? If you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
All right, back here to it, Cedar Creek Media. I am Taylor Honey.
JD Bird over here.
And we are happy to be here again with you at Panther Gymnasium right now. Mabank having to fight back a little bit, down 2-0. But we are on to the third set. It is 1-1 here in this third set. And we have got Miss Madison Roberts at the line. Ooh, serve ends up out of bounds. Lindale really thought about trying to touch the ball. I think they did themselves a favor by not.
Yeah, Miss Roberts, usually a very consistent server for him, one of the better ones. And already tonight, she's had twice it's sore on her like that. So
here's Mabank with the kill chance. That was Hudson. I think it rolled off the top of a Lindale Lady Panthers fingers. And it ends up on the floor for the Mabank point. Also got to commend, let's see if I can get it captured here. We'll do it here in just a second, right after Miss Cope's serve. And strong shot by Lindale. Goes off the hand of the Lady Panthers and out of bounds. We do have some special guests in the house here tonight. Show you that here in just a second. As teams going back and forth, back and forth. Hudson with the slam is going to end up with the point. You get it tied back up, 3-3 here. Yeah, so let's see. So Mabank Cheer Squad here tonight. Again, kind of just a little side shot to show you, but they're here showing their support. Always like seeing the cheer team out and about. Uh-oh, where'd my camera go? There it is. Going to be a violation here called on Lindale. I believe they're going to say a four-touch. So we'll now send Miss Kai Hudson over to the service line. Strong shot. Couple of Lady Eagles in the area. Ball off the net. And strong kill shot there by Lindale, coming off the hand of Miss Wiesner. Ties it back up to 4-4. But yeah, it's a flowing functionality here at Mabank. There's not a lot of teams or a lot of schools where you see the cheerleaders really present at a lot of volleyball games and things like that. So it's just really nice to see that the cheer sponsor and the cheer girls are here supporting, no matter what athletics it is, they're there supporting. So really like to see that. Mabank does a good job of keeping it off the ground, but unfortunately not able to get that third hit over across the way. Come on now, camera. For some reason, I do apologize to see that camera having a little bit of troubles. So Lindale has one just kind of spill over the top of the net. They say touch by a Lady Panther. So Lindale now on top, 6-4. Cruising in this one with a 2-0 lead. And this is going to be Emery Schmidt back to serve. Henderson gets one over across and falls down. It kind of looked like an underhanded little just shove that rolled up the net and over. But hey, if it hits the ground on the other side and they don't say it's a violation, that is a point.
We'll take it.
So lefty Henderson going to end up with an ace here. A little misplayed there by the libero. We'll send her back to the line. Lefty throws it up, hits. set here by Lindale, kind of offline, but they make it work for him as Ridge says, doesn't matter if I'm the front or the back line, I can make it work for me.
Another one of Lindale's kind of dominant forces here in this one. She's had 7 kills so far between the sets.
Now here's going to be another Schmidt. This one, Callie, as Mabank not able to get the return. So Callie will again go to the service line. Schmidt tosses up, hits. Be dug out here. Henderson with the bump. Roberts sends it across. And mishit there, I believe, by Lindale, but they do get it across. Violation going to be called a 2-touch on Mabank. So Lindale starting to extend out their lead a little bit here, 9-6 now. Again, Schmidt. Roberts does a good job getting to the ball. I believe that was Woods sending it over across. Cope stays with it. Woods sends it across. Rise, a little off time there by Lindale, but are able to get it across.
Nice little back and forth here on
yes,
this
sir. Point. Ends up out. So Lindale with the hit across goes out. Will now be Callie Smith on to serve here for Mabank. Again, a little bit of a soft bump for Lindale, but they're able to get it across. Return for Mabank, too strong and out of bounds. Coach Martin giving a little constructive criticism here to her front line. All right, the knuckleballer here, the libero. Good job there. Couldn't quite see who that was in the middle. Was that Roberts there in the middle?
Number 1, Miss Madison Roberts.
Miss Madison Roberts. So over the much taller Lindale defender, able to get enough mustard on it to get it to go down. We'll send Wilkinson to the service line. Her serve a little too far. Or no, they're going to say down. So they're going to say caught just the corner there. Can't do it much better than that there, Mr. JD.
No, that's what in baseball they call that painting the corners.
Yes, sir. So gets a little love off the top of the net there, but Lindale able to adjust, send across. Now Hudson has her shot blocked, but able to get it back across the net. Here's the set, spike, and out of bounds. So a little too strong that time for Miss Addison Ridge. Mabank's come back to tie it up here, 10-10. Wilkinson serve. Again, she's got kind of a curveball on her serve. Lindale able to corral it and score the point off of it. But it's interesting to see. It's kind of like seeing the kickball, you know what I mean? Back in the day, when you kick it hard enough and it would actually have a curve to it. It's kind of interesting to see a volleyball do the same physics there. So here is Luster. Bump here by Roberts. Cope, good try. Lindale getting a little bit out of position, gonna have to get it across and do. Wilkinson with the bump. Here's the set. Cope with the kill. Oh, not quite. Dug out. And again, going back and forth here at the net are these two teams. We've seen it quite a few times here tonight. Lindale again a little bunched up, but able to get it through. Ridge's shot going to be blocked, and Lindale unable to handle it. Will end up as a point here for the Lady Panthers. And this will be substitution with Madison Roberts coming out and Jewel Hager in to serve here.
I believe Miss Hager's first time. See the court
serve
tonight.
Hey, for coming off the bench, you know, I hadn't seen much action here tonight. That was a pretty good serve, cold. Mabank trying not to waste the opportunity as Henderson sends it across the line. Now here's the bump and the kill. Nice job by Wilkinson. Oh, man, that was a great job by Wilkinson to keep it in play, but Lindale able to one-touch it right back across the net. go back on top now, 12-11. And that will be Addison Ridge back to serve. Here's the set. Henderson. Oh, so Henderson's shot was blocked. Mabank unable to get anything off of it. So Ridge now again back to serve.
She has been back there quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, I feel like her and Lester, we've seen them just all over. As Lindale again going to pick up another point. Mabank only able to touch it once before going out of bounds. 14-11. Looks like the ball might have got a little wet. Might need a little drying service here, and that is Lindsay Cope doing the honors. Looks like it might have caught a stray water receptacle of some kind. I know I could see that they're moving around a backpack. It looks like, unfortunately, Miss Wagner might have been under assault or attack there by a volleyball. Might have lost her drink. Now, this is all speculation, JD.
All speculation.
You know, my eyes aren't good enough to see over that far, but just playing detective over here, that is what I'm going to say.
Well, I would say there were the context clues to support your theory there.
Well, everybody gets it all squared away, and Ridge is going to come away with a straight ace, diving in on the back line there. Pretty well placed, and Coach Martin doesn't like what she is seeing, so she is going to take a quick break with her ladies. Let's go ahead and stay here because I can tell you Coach Martin is not a fan of a 1-minute timeout.
Yes, they're usually pretty quick. Last time that we covered them was the first time that we ever saw them actually go to the full whole minute on their break. So, yeah, right here before 30 seconds, they're already back out there on the court ready to go.
Yeah, if they go a full minute, you know that Coach Martin is not satisfied with what is happening. We get the Mabank cheer squad on there for you. Kind of cool if we can do that. All right, ladies heading back onto the court here. Coach Martin now having a little bit of a discussion with the side official. Don't think she liked what she was told. I think I got a sarcastic okay out of that. Oh, you know what? I bet you I know what it is. I bet you it's this. Whatever. Another kill shot here. Going to go between a couple of Panthers. Lady Panthers, I should say. Still Ridge on the service line as well. She has made herself known from that service line all night tonight, JD, as you said, but especially on this little run here. I believe this is now 6 straight points served. Going to get a little net love. Hudson with the return. Tries the soft shot. Lindale ready for it. Send across. Mabank does a good job keeping it there. Cope going to try and send one. Back and forth, back and forth. Roberts with the set. Cope, smash. Here's Lindale with the set. Get it a little out of position, but able to get it across. Henderson ends up in the net. So again, good little rally going back and forth there. Fortunately, not quite able to capitalize on the points. It will send Miss Ridge again back to the service line. Rises, fires. Good job by Henderson to dig it out. Hudson breaks the streak, puts it right between a couple of Lady Eagles and falls down harmlessly to their feet. And that will send Miss Cope now to the service line. Cope with the jump and the serve. Set and smash. Good job there. Being in good position for Mabank. Cope going to send it across the net now. Oof. Good job there.
Heads up on that one.
Yeah, Macy Luster there, number 8 for the Lindale Lady Eagles. I think she just had one eye across the net, saw there was nobody guarding the middle there. Took the chance to put it down, and it worked out. Good job here by Woods, come up and dig that out. Lindale now with the set and kill. Dug out again. Again, it was Cope with it, so we've seen Cope a couple of good defensive plays here recently. But unfortunately, nothing you can do about that one. It's the big smash there by Lindale. Finds Hardwood. Lindale 19, Mabank 12. Lindale trying to finish off a sweep as serve is going to go into the net there by number 15, Alyssa Potts. It's not something we have seen much tonight, really from other teams, or either team. I believe we've seen maybe 2 or 3 of those all night. So serving has not been a problem. So Lindale trying to figure out what to do now off the Hudson serve. Good dig there by Cope. Ball ends up in the net. Good job by Mabank just to get it across. Yeah, and big kill shot there by number 12. That is Ella Hutchins. She has been on fire all night. So this is going to be the younger of the Schmitz, Miss Emery, heading to the line here. Lindale just 5 points away from ending the night early. And it's a good job there by Henderson to be able to dig it out, but unfortunately, no Mabank Lady Panthers were in the area for the second hit. And Coach Martin, again, not quite satisfied, so she is going to take a short break. So we mentioned it earlier. Actually, we lost our camera here. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Twister. There we go. Oh, nope, never mind. Of course, as soon as we get the cheerleader camera back to where we can use it, Coach Martin says, nope, get back out there, finish it up. Queen of the 20-second timeout.
Yeah. Very quick timeout she takes.
All right, so again, going to be Emery Schmidt here to do the serving. Lindale now just 4 points away from wrapping up the night. Strong serve. Good job by Henderson to dig it out. And great job by Mabank sticking with it. I believe that was Smith getting the last touch before it went over. And we'll now send Miss Henderson back to the line. Good serve. Lindale set was not exactly what they were waiting for. Nice little cheeky send over by Mabank. Now a big smash ends up in the net for Ridgeway. Or excuse me, not Ridgeway, just Ridge. So Mabank still has life here. 21-15. Henderson again. Sends across. Here's the bump. The smash. Good job by Hudson to dig that one out. Another big hit. Another good job of digging it out. Robert sends one back across. And that time going to go out, so persistent right there were Mabank. Couple of good digs, staying in control, just getting the ball across the net, and they are now down to just a 5-point deficit, 21-16. Again, the lefty Henderson to serve. Here's the set and the smash, blocked, but Lindale able to control, get one back across. Cope with the first touch. Here's Roberts. And a little mishit here by Mabank. Goes way too far out for them to have a chance to do anything with it. So yeah, unfortunately that's one of those there, JD, where you get your hand on the ball, but it does not go the direction you are wanting it to go. That will send the Elder Schmidt, Callie, now to the service line and going to go out. So a little too strong there on the serve. Now Callie Smith will be doing the honors here for Mabank. Oof. Nicely done there by Kirsten Sanders. Doesn't have to load up, doesn't have to hit it hard, just finds a soft spot, directionally puts it right where she wants. Lindale now 2 points away from finishing this one out. Here's the set. Shot by Roberts. Lindale going to be able to control it. Going to have to get it across on this hit, though. Ridge does. Here's the bump. Cope. Again, Lindale able to control it. Ridge. Her shot. Nicely done. I was just about to say her shot was too hard to handle, but Mabank stays persistent. Gets the ball back across the line, and again brings it back to a 5-point deficit here. 18-23, and Kylan Wilkinson heading to the service line. Shots across. Set. Hit by Ridge. Going to be handled. Got to get it across on this one. Wilkinson will do it. Set. Man, I'm telling you right now, Mabank has been playing incredibly in the net here in the later part of this third set. First loss I've seen at the net is right there. It's that broadcaster's curse, you know. I mean, you mention it, and it happens. But that is the first loss of the net I've seen in quite some time there. But it will bring Lindale to now game point, 24-18, up 2 sets to none. And the lady who started it all, Luster. Cope sends across. Schmidt with the set. And, this game's going to continue on a little bit longer as Hutchins got a little nonchalant there, and her hit goes into the net. Potential last serve of the game here coming up for Madison Roberts. Jump serve is good. And rise and fire dug out by Wilkinson. Good job. Here's Cope, a little too strong, and that's how this one will end. So, again, you are playing one of the best 4A teams in all of volleyball across the state of Texas. And, JD, we saw this Mabank Lady Panther team fight and fight and fight, never really get too far behind. I think at one point they were 10 points behind. That was the largest deficit we saw all night, I do believe. Now, my memory is fleeting, but for playing a powerhouse like that, for a team that is on the rise and the mend like Mabank is here, again, improved. Already everything is improved from last year's team. They are just continuing to move on better and better and better. So to stand toe-to-toe with a, for lack of a better word, a giant like these Lady Eagles here tonight, you got to feel pretty good about the way this one went. Absolutely.
They did a great job coming out here playing as a team. Lindale did a great job of just capitalizing on mistakes that Mabank was making. So it wasn't necessarily that Mabank was ever out really in this one. It was just that Lindale seemed to always be kind of that one step ahead of Mabank here on the court tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And, you know, it's just one of those unfortunate things that sometimes happens. You know, there's not really a whole lot you can do about that. All right, JD, you ready? I'm about to do our booth transition.
No, here we go.
Here we go. It's really bad. So, all right. So, again, and just for putting faces with names, I'm Taylor Honey.
And I'm JD Bird.
We do appreciate everybody that's been here and been a part of our last few broadcasts. We had on homecoming, between the football and the volleyball game, we had 600 viewers watching us, JD. So that just tells us that there is a want and a need for Mabank video athletics around here. And we just wanted to say, after seeing the numbers on the first broadcast, I just wanted to pop in and say thank you. Thank you to our listeners. Thank you to the folks that have been here with us. And we hope to continue doing this for a long time. Unfortunately, we're going to see some losses over that time, but we're going to see a bunch of wins as well. JD, again, we will be here on Friday, 4:30 as the Mabank Lady Panthers take on the Brownsboro Lady Bears. And then we will be going over at 7:30. The football game will be starting up, our broadcast starting right about 7 o'clock. But at 7:30, the Mabank Panthers will be taking on the Longview Pine Tree Pirates. And they are the number 10 4A1 football team. So definitely seeing some high-level competition this week. So
going to have their work cut out.
Going to have their work cut out no matter what, what it is. If it's on the hardwood or on the football field, it is going to be a tough week. But the tough keep going. I'm the
I
worst
couldn't
about
tell
quotes.
you on that
I'm
one.
telling you, man, I'm that guy that has all the quotes stored in his brain but could never get them out all the way.
There you go.
But anyway, for Cedar Creek Media, I'm Taylor Honey. That's JD Bird. Lindale takes it 3-0 here tonight in straight sets. We do appreciate you all being here, but we will see you Friday. Until next time, we will